So all of this vinyl you see behind me was one of the mistakes I made when it comes to having a business. So it's no secret that a lot of people think that having a business is a glamorous thing because there are so many people that still show their ups versus their downs. But if you're here, it's because number one, you like the title of this video and you want to find out. Number two, you like how I keep it real. Or number three, which is A and B. What's up, good people? It's your girl Alex here. Welcome back to another video. And I just want to talk to you about the fact that you are going to make mistakes in business, okay? It's just like failure, right? And it's a part of life. You cannot avoid making mistakes and you cannot avoid failing. And one thing that I want to take pride of is letting y'all know that having a business is very hard. I am not here to romanticize it. Do I love it? Absolutely. Do I always have success with it? No, not at all. But I want to make sure that you know that if you're starting any business, to please know that there are people out here who y'all faking it till they make it, okay? Which I believe in, but I do believe that the part of the transparency of running a business does have to include the fact that you're going to make mistakes. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I bought all this vinyl with well intention to have a vinyl decal shop. You can actually go back to this video if you want to really see their process, but that was a mistake that I made. Not buying the vinyl per se, but buying as much as I did. Now at the time I did catch a really good deal that it was kind of hard to pass up on, I'm not gonna hold you. But looking back, I realized that having a vinyl decal shop to me was pretty much just like a really fun hobby. Like I really wanted to make it big and I still think you can, but I had to get back to reality and choose a business model that was more lucrative, which if you guys know, it is print on demand for me. Okay, now right now as I'm experimenting, and you guys know I just quit my job, okay, so I'm all into this basically. I am just trying to figure out if this is something I should keep or is this something that maybe I should pass on. Now you guys might eat me up in the comments and that's okay because a lot of people share their opinions, but do I feel like I made a mistake with buying this much vinyl? Yes. But do I also feel like I can pivot? Absolutely. One thing about it too, I think that when you are starting a business and you're finding out more about having a business, a lot of things are going to present themselves to you. It doesn't mean that you have to pursue everything, but I do feel like for me, I bought all this vinyl for a reason, so I do want to see it through. I just may also, you know, want to have something else too, so I feel like it's okay to deviate from the plan sometimes, but don't let that just completely ruin your whole idea and your interest in having a business, because that's where a lot of people mess up. If you are afraid of making mistakes and if you are afraid of failing, then you should not pursue a business. And I say that with nothing but love, because this is going to be a journey that you have to fully be aware of, that it's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. And those bumps in the road, you may not see until you actually get up on that bump. Okay. You can't foresee the bumps in the road. They just are going to present themselves to you when they do, and whatever time that is. Okay. So let's go ahead and just normalize the fact that you're going to make mistakes in your business. You're going to fail. Some ideas will not work. I don't know the exact number, but I just think about the company Starbucks. The owner of Starbucks failed or got denied or rejected so many times, like umpteen times, to where the average person would have just been so depleted and not tried again. Now you have Starbucks everywhere around the world, and it's just amazing that that's what happens when you keep trying at something. And it's also amazing because that shows you what happens when you push through your mistakes and your failures. Me buying this vinyl is still going to be something I pursue, but it may not be my priority at the time. I'm all about having a few things to focus on because at the end it builds up as a compound effect. After a while, I can fully see myself having my print on demand shop and then still making vinyl decals just because they still sell well on Etsy. I just know that I wanted something that was more, that had more substance. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Okay, my friends, so if you are thinking about starting a business or you are in your business and you're thinking about giving up, please don't give up. And also, please start that business. You never know what can come about from you just getting started. However, I also want you to know, if you haven't started, just to really think about how you've handled failure and mistakes in the past. Because a lot of times, and I'm speaking for myself, it can be a huge emotional hit, okay? To where you just don't feel like doing anything. You feel so sad and you feel like you're a failure because because you failed. But one thing we all know again about life is that you cannot avoid it either. You know, I mean, trust me, if we were living in a world with no failure and no mistakes, pretty sure the world would be just as fake as ever, okay? So just be with that, right? Sit there and ask yourself that when it comes to either starting a business, are you going to be okay with the mistakes that you come across and the failures that you're going to experience, right? And then on the flip side, if you're currently in a business and if you feel like giving up, you better not, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, it just means that you have to go in a different direction. It does not mean that you have to quit. So that is my 2 cents for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe if you're liking the vibe, but also let me know down below what you feel about this topic when it comes to the mistakes that cannot be avoided when it comes to having a business. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Catch y'all in my next video, and thank you guys for watching. Bye, y'all.